morning, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact, so bear with me. I have my video on here. I don't have a stand for my video currently, and it looks like the sun is going to get super bright in about 5 seconds, so I'm actually going to move. But today's video is actually going to be hopefully very educational for many people into the consideration of weight loss plateaus, understanding calories, and kind of just basically busting the myths of which are people thinking that they are not losing weight, or they're on a weight loss plateau, or they're not sure what's going on with their body, or they're resilient to lose weight, or they're not eating but they're gaining weight, and this and that. So first of all, if you think about it on the aspect of people that are starving around the world, or like recent video, these are analogies taken from a recent video that I watched, and they made a lot of sense. Like, if you ever have a dog that's overweight, the doctor or the vet will tell you, just reduce his food, monitor it, and voila, he loses 10 pounds. That being said, it's very much the same with individual people. It's exactly the same, actually. Like, if you look at people that are starving around the world, no, I'm not making light of that. But obviously they are next to basically anorexic looking, further even anorexic looking. So if it were the case that, if you were able to make the case that people that are under eating are not losing weight, here's the thing. It's just not true, okay? So it doesn't matter if sometimes you're good, sometimes you're bad, and this and that. It literally is calories in versus calories out. If you're on a 500 calorie diet a week, I don't care who you are, you're going to lose weight. If you're at 1,000 calories a week, I don't care who you are, you're going to lose weight. And if you're not, it's probably because you're not weighing out your stuff properly, or something's going on. Maybe you have a day every week in which you are jumping back up on your calories and stuff like that, therefore not necessarily going into a huge surplus, but also kind of putting yourself at like a maintenance level of calories. Obviously, we have something called the basal metabolic rate, the rate at which your body burns calories at rest. So if mine is, I think it's like 2100, if I'm at 4,000 calories, which I was, the very important thing that you have to understand is I did not need 4,000 calories. And although I found that my body hit a peak in which, and this is all testing what my body can do and understanding exactly how my body works, I hit a point in which I hit 255 pounds. Strength couldn't be higher. It was really good and stuff like that. And my body weight was not necessarily going up anymore. Unfortunately, the opposite happened. My body fat continued to rise. So I'm getting that in check. I'm now down to, as of yesterday, 2,500 calories, and it's down. It's slowly going down and stuff like that. It just depends on how strict I am. I'm about to pick up some water. I definitely need to kick up the water a little bit more. But understanding how your body works. So if you are at maintenance calories at 2,100, rule of thumb says you want to be below that by about 10, 15, 20% in order to be able to see some type of fluctuation. Now, I will say in the beginning stages or whatever, if you have not been following anything really specific, then a lot of the times you'll find yourself maybe dropping initially a couple pounds because you're just, cleaning up your diet and stuff like that. And although you may still be in a caloric surplus, you can understand that eventually that will happen. Now, I will say your body, as it becomes slowly more resilient to losing weight, understanding that sometimes your body is going to hit walls at different rates. Now, you can, what you call a plateau might just be your body at a significantly leaner self. Now, if you have not lost the majority of your weight, meaning if you still have 50, 60 pounds to lose, you're probably not going to have this happen. Now, there is things that you can do to be able to combat this situation. You could take things what they call diet breaks. You can actually just go back to maintenance calories for a few days and just kind of eat whatever and stuff like that you don't gorge yourself. A lot of weight loss clients think it's a free-for-all. It is not a free-for-all. You don't want to start eating pizza and stuff like that and go crazy or anything like that. But in the same sense, and this is like a bodybuilding thing. You're not necessarily going to have to do this if you're just losing weight. But it can be helpful over the course of very, very long periods of caloric deficit. If you find yourself in a caloric deficit for like 6-8 months or something like that, or a few months even, and you stopped losing weight, refilling those hormones, leptin and ghrelin and everything like that can really, really kind of kickstart your progress. But I would not, you know, sometimes you could go a day or two. They say it's about 2 days to be able to reestablish those hormone regulations. But, and this is a lot of information taken directly from Jeff Nippard's video. He really laid it out, and it was really cool to hear the way he did it. So go ahead and check out his video. It's a great resource for all kinds of exercise science. And it is really science-based facts. It's like he reads all the journals and stuff like that, and it's very, very informational. But understand, that bird like tried to kill me just now. Did you see that damn thing? That thing went right by the window. Like, he was ballsy. But understanding that you can do things like diet breaks, you can take like a week off, meaning just put yourself at maintenance calories. So if you've been at 1700 and your caloric BMR is like 2100 and you're in a deficit and you're not seeing anything, a lot of people will make the mistake of continuously going harder on cardio. So if what you don't understand is eventually your NEAT, whatever it's called, your non-energy expendable, whatever, therapeutic or thermogenic effect or whatever. Basically, the stuff that is not exercise or is not on a program to be able to make you lose weight, things like parking further away from the store, fidgeting while you're working, going on a walk, randomly jumping around and stuff like that, as you become less, you have less calories in you have less energy, your body fat is lower and everything like that, you will just start to do less, so you can start to hit those walls and stuff like that. But understanding your body is very unique in the sense that if you push too hard in a caloric deficit, your body's going to go into shock, your cortisol level is going to raise, your stress levels are going to go really high. A lot of the times, another factor that you can use is stepping away from too much workouts. Like if your body is just too much, step away and see what happens after a week. If you go try a different program, or you try, you know, to switch up your exercise and do something a little bit more relaxed. You could do things like meditation, make sure you're getting a proper amount of sleep, make sure you are following a good relaxation program, make sure you're not stressed out all the time, because the more you stress out, the less your body's going to lose. Now, that being said, you also have to take into consideration that your body is not going to go through a process in which many people they'll lose weight initially, and then they'll say, Jonathan, I gained back 50 pounds and I only lost 30 initially. So, and now it's harder this time. I can't do it. My body's not doing the same thing. A lot of the times what that means is that because you picked up an extra 20 pounds, it's not necessarily that your body's not as resilient or anything like that. But here's the thing. Maybe you didn't just pick up 20 pounds worth of body weight. Maybe you picked up an extra 10 pounds of fat. Maybe you're burning through fat and it's kind of, maybe you're on an exercise program and it's cycling into being built as muscle. Therefore, your body fat, your body weight is not necessarily changing, but you are becoming a smaller person in space. So a lot of the times it's not that you're not losing weight as a rapid rate, but unfortunately, because you picked up extra weight, it's taking you longer to get there. Your body is more resilient against losing weight because you have picked up, you know, an extra 5 or 10% body fat, so it can be really difficult. There is not going to be anybody that is necessarily going to be metabolically resilient to losing weight. It really does come down to energy expenditure versus calories. Like I don't care what day of the week it is, if I go to 1800 calories, I'm going to lose weight. I promise you. And I am very reluctant to get down there. Like, I could get down there and I could not be hungry I could be hungry for a few days, and then my body will adapt and I'll begin losing weight, no problem. But the thing is that you have to remember is good things come to those who wait. You want to make sure that you preserve. First of all, you can go one of two ways with this. If you want to give up a little bit of muscle, you can crash it and get it out of there really quick, drop your carbs out, do whatever. But if you want to go really slow with the process and you want to kind of slowly get yourself into a deficit, 1 to 2% per week, meaning 1 to 2 pounds per week, then that's fine. Go slow with it, take it easy, and understand that if you lose 20 pounds over a few months, it's going to be a lot better than losing 20 pounds over, 20 days. But the important thing that you also have to understand is you have to weigh in the health factors. If you are morbidly obese, or you have an extra 100 pounds on you according to, what you think a average person should weigh, and you look at somebody and you say, that looks like an average person to me, they have a healthy weight, maybe you have an extra 100 pounds on you. And at that point, I would say probably you need to get a little bit more aggressive with your weight loss because of health factors. I don't think it's healthy to have an extra 100 pounds on you. And I don't think that you're going to be thinking like a bodybuilder. You're not trying to lean out and lose a couple percent body fat to be able to get on stage. It's a lot different. If you are a weight loss client or a weight loss individual, then it is very important that you start to get your weight down. It is not healthy to be 100, 200, 300 pounds overweight, you guys, and it will significantly reduce your lifespan, and it's really important that you do understand that. It is calories in versus calories out. That does not mean wake up and you're at 2,000, 3,000 calories today and tomorrow shoot them down to 1,000. You do not need to do that. If you need more information or if you need help understanding how to be able to manipulate that stuff, I can definitely help you. You can email me at thrifttime@gmail.com. You can check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. You can check me out on Instagram at One Big Impact, just like my YouTube channel. Up in the top right hand corner of my YouTube is all the links for everything, so keep that in mind. But I have meal plans. I am online personal trainer as well as an in-person personal trainer. And I think it's really important that you understand that this is not going to be an overnight success. And if it is, you're going to really have to understand the fundamentals of bringing calories back in and understanding how to not only necessarily reverse diet, but like recovery diets and stuff like that, and understand how to put these things back into your system. But also understand that once you get to the point, you just can't start eating like crap again, because then you're going to end up right back where you were. I hope all this information helped you. Basically, if you're thinking that I'm resilient to calories, I can't lose weight, blah, 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 it's a lie. And I hate to say it, but it really is. And it's just the way we justify things. So be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Stay on track. Hashtag Team Boo. Thank you so much for watching and all the support. Have a good day. Bye.